one, he's the all-time leader in knockouts in the UFC. Now, I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit. If Derrick Lewis wouldn't have got it done this weekend, I could have seen the UFC releasing him because he had been on such a long losing streak, but he got the job done in phenomenal fashion. So I tap in on them needing to re-sign him to keep him around and continue to have fun fights. But I also tap in for this reason. If he becomes a free agent, it really does make Francis Ngannou able to really have a big pay-per-view. Because regardless of what the first fight looked like between those two, if these guys are matched up again in the PFL, it will do numbers. And I don't know if the UFC is wanting to see that in Francis's first MMA fight. Obviously, his first boxing fight is going to be huge. But him and Derrick Lewis would be a massive MMA fight. So I tap in.
UFC Nashville goes down this Saturday, and it is headlined by a catchweight bout between top bantamweights Corey Sandhagen and Rob Fonts, and you can watch it go down live on ESPN+. Do not wait. Click the link in the description and sign up for ESPN Plus today.
Regardless of what we think and however people scored it, it was given to Pereira. And I'll be honest, I was a little... I was up in Big Bear Lake, California at the weekend, went up with some friends and just hung out at a lake house and a bit of fishing, a bit of boating, barbecue, and it was nice. And we're all watching there, we're watching the fights, and everyone's asking me, so who wins, man? Who's going to get the hand raised? I said, I think Jan gets it. And now, of course, Alex gets the hand raised, but I wasn't shocked because it was a close fight. And I know Jan's out there saying it was a robbery, and I understand him saying that because you're emotionally and more importantly physically invested, literally, and it's your career and there's big consequences with a win or a loss. But it wasn't a robbery, it was a close fight, and depending on which lens you're looking at it, Pereira landed more shots, Jan landed with more damage, Jan got the takedowns as well though. I mean, it's one of those fights, it just is.
Pereira should win that. And the way you get up doing that definitely influences. You got to get up and don't do this. Don't ever do this if you're in a fight. Don't ever do that. Do what Alex did. Get up and put your hands up. Should be Pereira. Definitely.
That's what really hurts. That's what I was telling my boxing coach when we got back. I felt like, winning this belt, of course it's not a UFC title, it's not an undisputed title, but it really means something, to the fighters, to a fighter's fighter. It means something to be nominated and able to fight for that and win that belt. And Justin earned it, man. And paid in full. He paid in full. And I felt like that win and that belt would have really cemented my legacy, like his own. Because I've got wins over great guys and I've been doing this a long time and stuff. But I felt like that BMF belt would have really made me like a real nomination for a Hall of Famer. It would have really cemented a legacy. Like, this guy has done a lot of stuff in the sport. And also, it would have teed me up for a title shot.
Okay, the last thing you said there, I agree with. Can I just say something? As a pal, I couldn't disagree with you more with what you said at the beginning of that statement. Respectfully, and I'm not saying anything that I haven't said leading up to this fight. That belt don't mean shit. That ain't changing shit about your legacy. You are a Hall of Famer. You don't need that belt. I'll go get you that belt. That belt, you didn't need that belt going in to prove that you're a BMF. You don't need it going out. So I wouldn't put that in your mind that you need that to cement any legacy, to be a Hall of Famer, to get a title shot. You didn't need any of that stuff. So just, I agree with maybe what you said. Oh, a win gets you a title shot. It's hard to get a title shot off a loss. But that belt wasn't going to change anything about your career, your resume, how people feel about you, what you've done. If you walked away today, you're in the Hall of Fame. Whatever that Hall of Fame is, you're in the Hall of Fame tomorrow. So respectfully disagree with that, because I don't think you need that belt at all.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, because I respect your word, man. You're one of the few guys in MMA media. There's only a couple that I respect, and you're one of those guys. So thanks. That means a lot.
concerned for our guy Tony Ferguson because he's not, he's not winning is one thing.
No.
And when you see the stoppages, like he got subbed in this one, and he got knocked out bad with the last one. He hasn't been winning, and some guys they don't see it. Like he's 39 years old, so you round that up to 40. He always has little moments. Like even when he landed a jab that put him down. So yeah, he's still going to be dangerous.
I ride motorcycles. I sell boats. I like sex with hot women. Izzy likes sex with dudes. Nothing wrong with that, Izzy. It's personal preference. I'm sure Smo might be into it. But I am an American, but I'm like Crocodile motherfucking Dundee, you guys. I carry guns on me. I carry knives. I consider myself an honorary Australian.
Justin Gaethje has two options. We all want the world title. We're all chasing for that. But in this situation, I think Conor McGregor is a great matchup for Justin Gaethje. You got millions and millions of dollars on the line if you fight Conor McGregor. The bout's going to be there. Justin, if I had to choose something, whether I want a UFC around my weight or about $10 million, guess what? I'm going for the $10 million. I think it's a great storyline. I know sometimes you talk about you don't want to fight somebody who's on steroids, but whether he's on steroids or not, it really doesn't matter because either way you'll beat him. The man hasn't fought in so long. He's not going to be the same guy. At 155 pounds, I can see you stopping Conor McGregor within the first 2 minutes.
You're going down, bitch. You are going down. Dish.